Did you hear that? Well, you shouldn't have heard anything, but maybe if I play you a clip using pain resonance after the update, you might hear something a little bit different. Yep, you did hear that correctly. Now, for whatever reason, they didn't mention it in the patch notes at all. The survivors scream when the generator explodes. Oh, wow. Well, that's an interesting way to start the game. I saw the scratch marks, but obviously not where the David was. Basically, I've been playing just random killers today. I've been playing Myers and stuff like that just because I had dailies. And one thing I realized is I've been using pain... Ooh, nice movement, David. Is I've been using pain resonance quite a lot. And when I've been... Oh, there's two here. When I've been using it, I've noticed something completely new. And basically that is, now the survivors, for whatever reason, is there's an audible scream. Well, I guess I should stop explaining when I can just show you in 2 seconds here. But I should be able to tell which gen is gonna blow up from what survivor screams here. Okay, I didn't hear it, which means nobody was on a gen, but I can see now that that was the gen that was regressing. But I think it's just a really interesting thing because why would they just secretly buff? Like, this wasn't even in the patch notes as far as I'm aware, that they just let off a random scream. Okay, this is post-editing Alf. It's very funny that this literally says note. This does not notify the killer with a scream. And I get in the sense that it doesn't notify the killer like it used to, but they do scream. And it is specific to the survivor, so you could tell which survivor it is from the scream. It's very interesting. Anyway, back to the video. But it's like they've just added... Oh, that's a sprint burst if I've ever seen it. It's like they've just added back a little bit of the tracking. Like they kind of... When they initially nerfed pain resonance... Wow, okay, no stun. When they initially nerfed pain resonance, they said it's basically a jack of all... Ooh, she just held W, okay. They said it's basically a jack of all trades, and that's not what they want. They don't want it to do multiple things at once. They want it to just do one thing, and that's why basically what it does now is it just regresses the gen. Now, for whatever reason, Behavior's added back. There you go, the scream. So I know the Feng is on the most progressed gen, which is really interesting because they've just given back, like, information to the perk. And I will say, it's not as good as it was before. David, are you in this locker? Of course you are. It's not as good as it was before, but it just gives you a little bit of information for no reason. Like, they took the information out for a little bit. You got no scream before at all, and I think I'll show you that in a clip. Oh, I messed up. And then they were just like, all right, now we're gonna give you the some information back for just no reason. So for example, when I hooked on that hook, I knew straight away, okay, it's the Feng that was on a gen, and I know, because I saw the two other survivors there, that no one was on the highest progressed gen, or it was a different gen. And now I know again, because nobody screamed, that no one is on the highest progressed gen. So it gives you little things that you can work out, especially if you know where the survivors are roughly. For example, if I hook, I already know where the Feng is, and I hook... Sorry, if I already know where the Michaela is, and I hook the Feng, and then I hear the Michaela scream, I know what gen she's going to be on. And that's the gen I need to go to. Oh, just healing under hook. Okay. Sure, I guess they body block her off. Like, I can't see myself getting this. Yeah, no. We can just go for you, though. We'll just get 4 stacks of Thanatophobia, I guess, if they want to feed me that. That's fine. Should be able to down this with 1 blink. Yep, perfect. Again, no scream. That's the gen that regressed, and nobody's on the highest progressed gen because nobody screamed. We didn't hear a scream, and that's the little bit of information that it's giving you. And that's the main reason why I wanted to make a video about this, is because I don't think it was mentioned in the patch notes at all that they were changing, like, how the scream works. Apart from the fact that it was going to work with Deadman Switch now. But, like, I just don't understand the thought process at all. Like, why would you take a perk that's already very, very good? One that you've already previously said, okay, this is a bit too strong and nerfed, and then give it more again. It just feels so weird. All you have to do is just passively listen for the scream as you hook, like now. And nobody screamed, so I know no one's on the highest progression gen. And if somebody screams, and I know where that survivor is, then I know which gen is the highest progressed gen. I know that they're on it. It just gives you so much information for no reason at all. Like, as soon as I hook that, I know that I don't need to worry about a gen being popped because I know they're not on the gen. Again, no scream, nobody's on a gen. And a nice little way to counter this if you're playing Survivor, okay, Fang, is you can just get off the gen early whenever a killer's hooking, especially if you know they have pain resonance. What's the plan here? Okay, especially if you know they have pain resonance, and it will also be a counter to dead man switch if you get off the gen as they're hooking. Where are we going, David? No dead Hardemus Prime? Okay, no worries. So you can just get off the gen early and you counter this extra information given to the killer. And also, if the killer does happen to have pain resonance and dead man switch, which I imagine a lot of people will be running right now, it's a nice little counter to both things. But as well, I have gone back in VODs from like previous streams and stuff like that and checked it. This is definitely new. There was no scream before the most recent patch.